guys, welcome back to 𝘿𝐻𝓼𝓵𝓵𝓲𝓪. Today we have another for the brilliant Rangers featuring our Latios and Latias from Fusion Strike with the red assist, blue assist ability, and also the stellar attack. Luster Purge Latios allows you to do 210 damage for only 4 energies. You get to use blue assist, the ability to attach energies as well. So we are required to attach 2 different types of energy to our Latios and 2 water energy, plus that 1 psychic and colorless cost. So it's quite difficult. We can't actually rely on the ability alone to attach energy to our Latios to make it attack every single turn, because it is a 4 energy attacker and you need to discard 2 energy cards from this Pokemon each time you use this attack. So how do we charge up our Latios to hit our opponent every single turn with Luster Purge? We have our Fusion Strike supporter card Elisa, we have our MARNIE'S and 𝘿𝙘𝓢𝓼 as well to help us attach energy, that extra 1 from our discard pile to our Pokemon. We also have Elisa to attach our special energy from the deck. If it's not in your deck, if it's in your hand or in the prize card, you can't actually use Elisa for the extra energy cost, but it is a Fusion Strike energy, which means you get to protect your Latios from any of your opponent's Pokemon's abilities. Plus, you also get to satisfy the attack cost for Latias to do Dyna Barrier for 70 damage, plus the special effect preventing all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon VMAX on their next turn. So this guard attack is definitely very strong against VMAX deck. It's gonna protect us for many turns. 1 copy of Latias is enough, but we actually only have 3 copies of our special energy to spare. So if you are using your Elisa, make sure you attach at least 1 to your Latias. Don't spend all of them to do Luster Purge. If they are playing no VMAXs in their deck, if they only have V-Stars, V-Cards, or even 1 prize cards, then make sure you don't use your Dyna Barrier. Don't charge up your Latias unless you can use it to knock out that 1 prize basic Pokemon, because it's only doing 70 damage. You can actually do a fast knockout because it's only 3 energies. You don't have to discard every single turn. With your Latios, you have to discard, but it's doing 210. You can knock out any stage 2, any V card quite easily because we have Choice Belt in this deck. We have 2 copies of the Tool card plus 2 Power Tablets to help us do extra damage with our Luster Purge or even Dyna Barrier. We also have 2 Energy Recyclers to help us shuffle our energy cards back into the deck, 4 VIP Pass, 4 Quick Ball, and 3 Ultra Ball for the setup, 1 Evolution Incense plus 3 Ultra Ball to evolve our Pokemon, just because we are playing Bibarel for this deck. So we're playing 4 copies of Bidoof and Bibarel to help us draw cards until we have 5 in our hand every single turn for each Bibarel we have in play. And playing so many item cards actually help us empty our hand so that we get to draw even more with our next Bibarel. So for our supporter cards, we have 2 Pokekid and 1 Pokemon Breeder to help us bench or evolve fast. We also have 1 extra copy of Marnie to help us draw 5 cards. We have 1 Boss Order, 1 Marnie's Pride, 2 𝘿𝙘𝓢𝓼, and 2 Elisa for our energy system, 3 Fusion Strike energy, 7 basic psychic, and 5 basic water energy. So that's all for the deck list. Let's go for gameplay. Okay, let's go ahead for our first game. I actually forgot to mention that it's better to swap 1 energy recycler for a training card, because training card actually allows you to retrieve your energy cards back into your hand. If your opponent don't play any stadium cards, you get to retrieve every single turn 1 copy of basic energy. We actually got 2 VIP Pass for this game. That's great. So 1 copy is not a lot, but if you get to do it every single turn though, it's gonna save you a lot, because you get to red assist, blue assist for a psychic energy, and then attach a water from your hand, and then all you need is a 𝘿𝙗. If you don't get knocked out, if your opponent chose not to knock out your Latios, they may just kill your Latias if they're playing a VMAX, or they may just pass the turn not attacking or not doing a knockout, just because Latios is actually 130 HP. So 120 is not enough to kill a Latios. It's a little bit, they need a little bit more. If they can't kill your Latios yet, if it survives 1 turn, you can actually attach you know, red assist for a second attack quite easily, because you obviously you have to discard psychic energy after doing your first hit. So don't ever discard water energy, because if you remove any copy of water from your Latios, you run the risk of your opponent playing a Crushing Hammer or a Team Yell or Rugged Helmet or anything to put that energy back into your deck at the bottom of your deck with Clefable or something like that, or into your hand, discard it or something. So make sure you don't discard your water energy if you can help it. Remove psychic energy from Latios after the Luster Purge. Okay, we're up against Leafeon VMAX. They could be playing a V-Star though, but I'm pretty sure they have like at least 1 copy of each. So if they're playing a VMAX, we can actually rely on Latias, Dyna Barrier to help us buy a few turns until we get our energy cards and, you know, just the right arrangement, our Choice Belt and stuff like that, until we can do a 1-hit knockout with our Latios. So do Dyna Barrier until we can kill off the VMAX, unless if they heal, you know, They're probably gonna use Max Leaf, but they're gonna have to do it a lot of times. We are doing more than 30 damage, so Max Leaf is not gonna heal everything. I don't think they have that many heal cards. I'm pretty sure it's a Galarmine deck because they have a Sobble. We actually got a Breeder. I think we're just gonna play that because we want to be removing our cards from our hand. If we play an Incense to evolve, then we can't use the Breeder anymore. So using the Breeder helps us draw an extra card. Prepare for... We actually got no energies though. So I think we're gonna have to attack with Latias. The next turn, we have no choice. Something is gonna get knocked out this turn, which is not good. Training Court is kind of better just because it allows you to choose when you want to retrieve your cards. You get to choose. Whereas with your Energy Recycler, you cannot choose. You have to shuffle it back and then draw cards. And if you draw cards after you shuffle, you actually run the risk of not drawing your Raihan. You may need your Raihan. And if you do your Raihan first, if you do your Industrious Incisors, if you draw with Bibarel first, you may not get the energies, you know? You need like energy and Raihan at the same time. You can't just get one or the other. So drawing fewer cards actually is not that good because you're not gonna be able to draw enough to help out with your energy attachment because you need 4 energies. 4 energies is a lot. So after the first one gets knocked out, you need to charge back. The second one, the next Latios, you need to charge from 0 to 4 is an amazing feat, really. It's just a huge demand. Now we are down to 1 Bibarel, which is bad. If they boss the Bibarel, we're done. Because we have no way of drawing cards after that. I think we benched the wrong card. We shouldn't be benching another Latias. We should be benching a Bidoof. But if we don't bench it though, we're not going to be able to draw cards at all. So they're probably going to get their boss on the next turn. Here comes the Sobble. Let's hope they don't get the Inteleon this turn. If it's a Shady Dealings, we're done. Bibarel is gonna die this turn. If it dies this turn, we can't draw, but at least we get to Raihan though. Raihan for a Bidoof maybe. So they did a Grass Knot on the active. They couldn't do Max Leaf just yet because they didn't have the energy card. They actually attached early though, but they could have done Max Leaf this turn. They couldn't find the energy cards though. So we got a Water Energy. We drew only 1 or 2 cards. I think only 1 card. We had to waste our Air Balloon. I don't think it's a waste though, because if you have to attach, I think the best thing is to attach to your Bibarel. But they could quite easily boss trap your Latios. So if they do that, then it would have been better to keep it in your hand to attach later. But playing a Bibarel, we can't afford to keep anything in our hand. We have to basically discard as we go. So you don't really have a choice if you're playing Genesect V or Bibarel, just because you have to keep on discarding and playing your item cards. That's the bad thing, I suppose, for your Fusion Strike combos, Fusion Strike abilities. Fusion Strike-ish ability, Bibarel is a non-Fusion Strike card with a sort of Fusion Strike ability. So we're gonna just try to attack. I don't think we can though. We're only drawing 1 card. We don't have enough, definitely. They boss trapped us. They tried to kill us, but it wasn't enough because Latios has 130 HP. It is surviving that hit. We should have attached the energy first and then discard the Psychic. I don't know why I did that. I think I wanted to attach to the Latias. I think it's smarter to attach to the Latias. The other one. We actually did the other Latios because I was expecting a Inteleon, a quick shoot to kill off the damaged Latios. So quick shoot is gonna show up anytime. Marnie is actually gonna help us a lot. unless if they do a knockout. I don't think they can unless they escape rope. If they escape rope, we may just put forth the other Latios. Oh, it's enough though. They actually have the energy now. They're gonna do Max Leaf now. And Galarmine is here. We're done. So what if they escape rope? They can kill anything. They didn't do escape rope. They're done. So Dynaberry is gonna help us a lot for this game. I think they ran out of their boss. I think they did boss twice already. The first one was for the Bibarel, if I'm not mistaken. And the second was for the Latios, which wasn't even a knockout because no Galarmine. Look at that. And Bibarel survives for so many turns that one copy sitting on the bench, they should have just killed off the Bibarel. Bibarel is actually only 120 HP. So if they got the boss, they should have done the Bibarel, right? But they did the Latios instead. That was quite silly. I think they were afraid of us doing a knockout fast. I mean, we had only 2 energies attached to it. If they kill the Bibarel, we can actually do a Raihan. So Raihan is gonna help us charge up. By then we could do our Luster Purge and kill off the VMAX. I think they're scared of that. But if they kill off the Bibarel though, after our Raihan, after the first strike, we need to somehow draw draw energy cards back into our hand. But we can't do that without a Bibarel, so that's probably the best bet. I mean, they definitely should have killed off our draw system, our draw mechanism when they could. We did Dynam Barrier so many turns. We actually did only 40 damage because they healed back the 30 with Max Leaf. Another boss order, look at that, finally killing off the Bibarel. We actually have a capture for this list, but I eventually decided to scrap that card just because you need to attach water energy every single turn. If you pass a turn attaching a colorless or a psychic energy from your hand with that, spend your energy attachment that doesn't include the ability, attaching a non-water energy, you're completely screwed. You have to use your turn's attachment for the water energy to satisfy the water energy. Because you got your abilities for the psychic cost. You got your abilities for the colorless cost. You can't afford to waste. We don't have the space for that capture. So I think I swapped a capture for another item card. And then added... I think the energy is 1 less, but I actually have like more psychic than water energy. Just so I get to... Sorry, more water than psychic, I think. I'm not sure, actually. More psychic than water, I think. Because we can actually attach Fusion Strike energy from our hand. So now we actually have 7 copies of psychic and only 5 copies of basic water. Just because we have 3 Fusion Strike energy, which actually acts as Aurora. So 3 Aurora actually helps you... Sorry, 3 Fusion Strike energy actually helps you satisfy the water energy cost. And they just conceded, look at that. So that means we have essentially a total of 8 water energy and 7 psychic. We actually have to count the psychic as the basic. We cannot count the Fusion Strike as psychic energy because we can't attach with the ability. We can only attach basic energy with our ability. So that's why I'm counting it as 7. So 7 psychic and 8 water, just because we need to attach water from your hand every single turn without the ability to be able to do much, to be able to attack non-stop. So I think we killed off the first VMAX, and then the second one actually don't have any energies on it. So no Raihan. If they don't have a Raihan in their deck, they can't attack, and they're pausing the turn, giving us an extra free knockout after the VMAX kill. So I don't think... I don't know. I think they still stand a good chance if they don't evolve. If they don't evolve, I don't think they can attack though. They need 3 energies for the Leafeon to kill us, but they can still do Waterfall and Inteleon Snipe to kill off the Latias, or even Escape Rope. I think they don't have any more balls or Escape Ropes in their deck. I suppose that's why they conceded. So anyways, let's focus on this game. Now we're up against a metal deck. They saw a Bibarel and they got excited. But I appear to be frustrated because I, got really bad luck prior to this game, before recording, I got really bad luck with this deck. Every time you build a deck, you're gonna face a lot of, obstacles, obviously, because it takes a lot to build a strong deck. You need not only to be smart, you need to experiment a lot of different pathways, find the ratio that actually works, find the perfect ratio. To find the perfect ratio takes a lot of work, and sometimes there is just no perfect ratio. So a deck can either work or it just can't, and this Bibarel deck, to be honest, is not really too strong. It's just a interesting idea to make it a full one prize. Instead of having Genesect, we have now our Bibarel to draw cards, which is kind of the same ability. Genesect is kind of better just because it's a basic card and you get to summon it faster. You don't need your Evolution Incense, but you need your Stadium cards. If you don't have a Stadium card with your Genesect, you can't play the ability if they play Path. So I actually prefer the Genesect one, to be honest, but let's focus on this one. We have Bibarel, so let's make full use of it. We have our Quick Ball. We're going to use it right now and then draw a little bit more on the next turn. We're going to kill off the Zacian. At least we got a first knockout. The Duraludon is going to be a huge problem though. We cannot use Elisa, that's why I discarded it. Elisa is going to help us Dyna Barrier for the protection, but it's not going to help us do any damage against the VMAX. So we have no Path to the Peak. We cannot hit Duraludon VMAX if we have no Path to the Peak. If they have their Skyscraper ability activated, they just need to evolve and we're done. But we actually get to discard the Fusion Strike energy though, interestingly. If we use Luster Purge, we can discard our own special energy so that we get to attack on the next turn if they don't kill us. And I don't think they can kill us that fast, that early, just because they need Bronzong, Metal Saucer. They don't even have those. No Houndoom. It's a single strike. You actually get to do Houndoom for that extra fighting energy cost. But Duraludon, the basic, is not a single strike though. This is the metal basic is actually a no strike Pokemon. So that means they need to evolve first before using the Houndoom, but I mean they don't even have a Houndour. So we got Ultra Ball to discard our supporter cards. We're gonna draw nothing, shuffle back our energy cards, and then so that's why I say Trading Court is actually kind of better, because sometimes you're forced to shuffle only 2 or 3 copies. And if your opponent don't get Stadium cards at the right time, Trading Card is going to stay in play for you to retrieve at least 3 or even 4 copies until they remove that Stadium card from play with a Flannery or a Pumpkaboo or another Stadium card. So you may be lucky enough for your opponent to not play any Stadium cards at all and to have that one Trading Card stay in play for the rest of the game. That's going to be super strong for your Latios to do 1 billion damage every single turn, non-stop, without break, every single turn. Because you just need to retrieve that one Psychic, get an extra energy from your deck, and that's good. That's good enough. Raid Assist and attach from your hand, that's good enough. If they don't kill your Latias. Your Latios or your Latias, because you actually need both copies to be able to use the ability. If you have, for example, 3 Latios and no Latias, you can't use Blue Assist. You obviously can't use Red Assist because it's not in play. But you can't use any abilities, any of the Fusion Strike abilities. So they retreated to the bench, they switched, and then they're healing on the bench, which is horrible. That means we wasted our precious Power Tablet. And we have one last copy to spare. I'm not sure how many choice belt I have for this list. It's actually a bit different from, I think this is the similar one. This is the game where one of the later games where I've finally mastered the ratio and decided to put 2 copies of Power Tablet and 2 choice belt. I'm pretty sure we have 2 choice belt. Okay, they have no hand though. I think it's looking pretty well for us. We just need to kind of buy a little bit of... Okay, that's bad. They just got a supporter and now we have to discard 2 Pokemons. I think we should be discarding 1 Bibarel because we have a Bidoof in our hand. But we actually chose to discard 2 Latias, which was quite a big mistake. We should have kept 1 Latias, discarded the other Bibarel. I guess I got greedy with the draw. We do have a Raihan though. So we got another Latias. We're gonna bench the Bidoof. I think we have another Bibarel inside the deck, so we're just gonna discard the Bibarel, bench the Bidoof. And then draw 3 cards. We actually get to hit once on the active before it evolves. Crystal Cave is gonna heal so much though. So are we gonna hit it first or are we gonna just wait for Choice Belt? I think we should be waiting for Choice Belt. Should we shuffle back the energy with Recycler? So I actually decided to play it already, which was, I would say, a big mistake. I would have waited for my Choice Belt to show up first. I mean, they couldn't even attack us, I don't think. If they switch though, they can. So switch Evolve. So we decided to discard everything, including the Raihan. Because we haven't even attached from our hand, that means we get to attach right now. So Raihan would be kind of the same thing if we kept our hand. Sort of. But now we need a Raihan because Raid Assist is not enough. We actually need 2 Latias or a Raihan Marnie Sprite. Marnie Sprite is going to help because we actually have a Air Balloon already. So fingers crossed they don't kill the active right now. Adventurous Discovery. Okay, no boss, no Marnie. They're gonna get the evolution. So now they just need a switch and an energy. They got a Big Charm on the bench, which is bad. Big Charm is gonna help them tank a lot more, which is really, really annoying. Duraludon is quite... Oh my god. Menacing. It's a menace for sure. And they decided to draw cards with Intrepid Sword. I don't think they have an energy. If they have, they would have attacked. They would have attached first before using the Intrepid Sword, surely. But they didn't attack, so they don't have an energy, I suppose. We cannot attach Fusion Strike to the active because they have Skyscraper now. So Fusion Strike is completely useless unless we want to be attaching to Latias. So let's just... oh, I decided to draw. We got a Marnie Sprite, that's great. Let's do Marnie to the bench. Do it to Latios. And then attach the Psychic from our hand. We get to draw with the second Bibarel. Let's hope we get our Recycler back. I don't think we played the Recycler. I think we did. We actually used up all of our Recyclers. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna draw more energy cards with our second Bibarel. Not sure what I'm trying to do here. Like, there's no chance we can do anything but a Marnie and a Psychic Energy attachment. I mean, that's all we can do, right? Okay, we got a Raihan for the next turn, which is great. We need a basic energy to be able to kill the Duraludon. We need 4 more prize draws, which is a huge demand. They have no choice but to attack with the active if they want a knockout. So attacking with the active gives us a free knockout on the next turn, but it is a VMAX. We have 1 last prize card remaining, so that means we need to either boss the Zacian with a Choice Belt or kill the Duraludon slowly with 2 strikes. If we kill it this turn, I mean on our next turn, after our opponent's this turn. So if we kill it now, we need a boss and a choice belt. I don't think we would be that lucky. I don't think it's possible because we don't even have enough energy. They discarded. They just did a. We can't do a boss now. We have no choice but to play a Raihan because they just did Crushing Hammer on us. So we have no choice but to search for a basic water energy. We got a boss, we got a choice belt, we got another power tablet. Look at that. So it's quite easy to kill the Zacian. They should not have benched that. I don't know why they benched it. I think they were quite eager to draw cards with Intrepid Sword. But I would have just kept it in my hand and forced my opponent to kill the Duraludon slowly and maybe pull off a Cheryl at the last minute. I mean, that's gonna deck. It's definitely gonna deck us out. We are gonna run out of our energy cards. We're gonna lose cards from our deck. They have 27 cards left. We're playing Bibarel. We have to discard, draw, discard, draw. So we are definitely running through our deck faster than our opponent. So I think if you're playing a Duraludon, you can actually think about decking our opponent out with a Cheryl. You need a lot of turns though. I mean, if your opponent caught on to your strategy, then they may just, you know, not do anything until the right time, until they get their choice belt, power tablet, and then do a one-hit knockout to kill off your Duraludon. So I don't think there's a surefire way. I don't think there's always a, you know, set way to win a game. Whatever you do, whatever decision you choose to make, your opponent can always counter it with any. There's always a counter, you know. There's always a way to counter a, what do you call it, a maneuver or something. Whatever move you choose to do. So they did a Raihan. That means they get to attack the next turn. Probably gonna attach an energy, right? I mean, what are they gonna search for? Are they gonna search for another heal card? They did nothing though. What did they search for? I'm quite curious. I mean, they should be attaching an energy. So that means we now have 2 turns unless they do an energy switch Metal Saucer. So Saucer switch is gonna help them attack and do a surprise GMAX pulverization. Maybe that's what they're planning to do. Anyways, let's just prepare for the Zacian knockout. Let's just attach a water to our bench Latios and then prepare for this active to get knocked out while charging up the bench so that we get to do a do we have a psychic energy? We actually don't have a psychic energy on our bench inside our deck. So that means we can't. We need 3 turns. We can't attack on the next turn with our bench. No more psychic energy. We can attach 2 right now to the bench. And then 1 more on the next turn. Oh, we got Elisa though. We got Elisa. We have a Fusion Strike energy inside the deck. So if we Elisa right now, we can attach 3 energies to our Latios. And then on the next turn, we can, you know, or maybe just 2. Let's keep the Psychic energy because I'm not sure whether to attach to the active or the bench yet. If they choose to boss, stall us, if they boss the Latios, stall us, we can just retreat with the Latios. If they boss anything else, we just need to attach 2 energies and retreat with that. If they boss the Bibarel, it's going to be quite bad though, but I don't think it's that horrible. Because if they boss the Bibarel, we can't use Red Assist. You have to attach the basic energy for the retreat and then spend a few more turns to attach the Fusion Strike energy to attack with the Latios. So I think if they have a boss, and if they do it on Bibarel, we're done. Because we have no more energy inside the deck. I don't think we can attack. If they have the foresight... Okay, they did an Avery. We're going to discard both the Bibarel so that they can't do a boss on us. So Latias only has 1 energy retreat. And you even get to use your Fusion Strike energy for the retreat cost as well. So they pass the turn, not attacking is done. Well played. Good game. We actually won Duraludon. Look at that. Duraludon with Zacian. So, Fusion Strike Energy, Red Assist, Boss, and we even got the Choice Belt already. We don't need to do our Industrious Incisor. We already got all cards from the deck drawn out into our hand. So, we got Power Tablet as well. So, we are doing 270 damage, killing off a Zacian, discarding 2 energies with Luster Purge. Look at that. Not quite enough to kill a VSTAR, 270, but it's kind of a lot though. You just need one more Power Tablet to kill off a VSTAR. Or a Zigzagoon, but we don't have that for this deck. We have no space for Zigzagoon. You can actually think about adding that adding one copy. And a Manaphy, by the way. It's always good to have a Manaphy in any deck, but I chose not to have it just because Latios is 130 HP. If they play Urshifu, Rapid Urshifu, you can still survive. Latias is gonna die though, and if Latias dies, you can't actually use the ability to charge up your Latios anymore. So if one of your partner dies, it's kind of the end for you. So make sure you bench your Latias one at a time if they play like a bench snipe deck. If they play Kyogre, I don't think we have a good chance of winning, because no Manaphy means we can't be up against a Kyogre. Okay, we got to Ultra Ball. No VIP Pass, no Quick Ball. This is super bad. No other basic in our hand. So we're just going to discard Boss and get a Latios. We're going to Elisa. Oh, we can't attach. We can't use Elisa yet. It's our first turn. Going first. So they're playing Single Strike Urshifu with Houndoom. They got Tower of Darkness. Let's see how many Houndooms, how many Houndours can they bench on the first turn. Laser Focus. This is quite bad because we have nothing but a bit of in the active spot. We can actually do Elisa. Possibly draw out our Latias and Air Balloon. If we have an Air Balloon, we just need a Choice Belt, right? Oh my goodness. We're forced to discard something. If we discard the Power Tablet, I think we're gonna discard the Elisa. It's a little bit disappointing, but I don't think we can afford to discard the Power Tablet. We only have 2 copies. So we're just gonna draw first. You know, leave the Power Tablet inside our hand. We actually got quite a good hand though, but oh well. We're gonna Air Balloon retreat to the Latios. Let's do Escape Rope actually. If we do Escape Rope, they can't attack unless they got the switch card. Or remove energy. So they're probably gonna switch right now. They can actually do a retreat with Houndour, my bad. We attach to the bench, and we got an Air Balloon ready to retreat on the next turn. I'm actually kind of hoping if, you know, they would pull a Marnie on us, because Marnie would actually help us. There we go, they did a Marnie, look at that. Store our Power Tablet for later, because we don't need Power Tablet just yet. Well, we actually can do a knockout though, so I don't think Marnie would have been good just now. If they kill us this turn, we could actually do a knockout on the next turn with that Power Tablet. Okay, let's bench a Latias at long last, and then I don't think we should discard the Latios though with a Quick Ball. We should definitely play the Marnie. It's gonna help us draw extra 5 after the Bibarel. Attach the energy, Marnie, Quick Ball. We're gonna draw 4 with Bibarel, and then another 5 with Marnie. We're gonna get a Bidoof with that Quick Ball, or a Latias. I'm not sure what to get. I think we should be getting a Latias. Laser Focus for no energy because they are, you know, playing very few copies of the basic, having Stone Energy and Single Strike as well. So 2 different special energies. We discarded a Bibarel for a bit of, benched the 3rd Latios, attached the energy. Did we choose to bench the 3rd Latios? I'm not sure. There we go, we did it. And we chose to attach to the other one because we were quite sure we're not gonna get our air balloon back. Our air balloon is actually now at the bottom of our deck. But we did a quick ball though. We shuffled the deck so we could actually draw out the air balloon at any moment. You never know. So we got Latias. Nothing else, so that's fine. We're gonna mass attach right now so that we get to reduce cards in our hand and then attack, you know, draw more cards on our next turn. Okay, blue assist to Latias for the retreat cost, but we can actually attack because they are playing a VMAX. So Dyna Barrier is gonna help us actually. Dyna Barrier for a Super Guard against the Evolution Urshifu. The Gigantamax. So VSTAR is actually not a Gigantamax. VSTAR is not Dynamax. But it's definitely more preferred, I would say, because I don't know, they're making it so strong now. They're coming up with new V-Stars for the next set, and not a lot of VMAXs. I think only Heatran and Machamp. Machamp is quite cool though, definitely. Gigantamax Machamp and Dynamax Heatran. Heatran is actually interesting as well. You get to heal 50 damage from Heatran if you have a Stadium card in play. Magma Basin with that card. You get to heal with an ability and then heal even more with your supporter card, bench ability, or can't heal with an attack obviously, but can you imagine if it's a Gardevoir, you get the ability to heal and the attack as well. That's gonna be madness. I think you only get to heal from Heatran. If you get to heal from any one of your Pokemon in play, that would be quite ridiculous, right? Quite powerful. It is a VMAX, it should be powerful. I mean, I don't know why VMAXs are so, I don't want to say weak because they're actually pretty strong, but I don't know, restricted. They're kind of given a lot of limitations, I would say. V-Star power is stronger than the G-Max attack, but you only get to use it once. And the V-Star attack that you get to use that isn't a V-Star power is definitely going to be, you know, is definitely going to be weaker than your VMAX attack. So that's the name of the game, right? Which V-Star power are you going to choose to play for your deck? Is it Ivy Star, Fluffball Star, Starbirth, or Starblaze? Starbloom? I don't know what stars is gonna be. Crystal Star. I don't know what stars is gonna be on the next set. Star Cleave or whatever. I forgot the names. I know the effects, but I forgot the names and the damage. There's no point knowing the names though that early because they're probably gonna change it anyways. They're translating from the Japanese sets, so you don't know really what they're gonna come up with, how they're gonna translate into. So it's better just to accustom yourself later on. I normally accustom myself to different sites so that I actually confuse myself, and ended up decided to, you know, forcing my brain to shut down and not focus on the name, because if you remember the name too early, you're going to be stuck with the wrong name, and then that's going to screw up your video. If you're a YouTuber, it's going to screw up your video and no one's going to watch your channel. For example, like Bibarel actually has the Hardworking Fangs ability. That ability was called Hardworking Fang, the Hardworking Fangs on one of the sites that releases the Japanese translation, and like some other incisor, like Powerful Incisor or something. Not powerful, but like Busy Incisors or something. I don't know. But anyways, we killed one Urshifu V. No VMAX dead yet. So we're just gonna do Dyna Barrier. Force them not to evolve. Because if they evolve, they can't kill us. If they do Houndoom, they're gonna need a lot of single strike energy to kill off the Latias. 90 damage is not enough. So they need like 4 single strike energies. Yeah, all 4 attached to the Houndoom just to kill off one legendary Fusion Strike Pokemon. Legendary Latias. Latias should actually be 130, like come on. 130 HP, Deoxys as well. I mean Kyogre and Groudon. They're not even strike cards and they already have 130 HP. But you actually get your Oricorio though. Oricorio to reduce damage done by 20. So if they play Urshifu, Oricorio is going to help you protect against the Rapid Flow knockout. But they got their Inteleon Snipe, Zigzagoon to collect the knockout, so it doesn't really make any difference. A little bit of difference because they actually get to snipe other Pokemon if you don't play Oricorio. They can kill Latios. They can kill Latias and then kill Latios with the snipe, and then snipe another Pokemon with a second Inteleon, and then slowly kill off the third damaged by dropping damage control on the third Pokemon. So they got the third Urshifu on the bench. If they want to kill Latias, they are forced to either charge up the bench right now, retreat and kill, or kill with the active and not evolve. They may evolve the active and retreat to attack with the bench. If they do that though, they're probably going to expect a Raihan with a Latios. That means Latios is going to kill the basic on the bench if they switch and attack with it right now. And then the VMAX is not going to be able to attack the Dyna Barrier. But if they can somehow boss before we pull out our second Fusion Strike energy, charge up the second Latias, then they can actually kill off all our Latiases before we charge up for the Dyna Barrier. So Escape Rope Boss is going to kill the Dyna Barrier, it's going to erase the effect. Nothing else actually it removes the effect except for Escape Rope. But you can actually boss to kill some other Pokemon as well, and not have to deal with the Latias at all. So for example, if you play Genesect, they can actually choose not to kill Latias and basically continuously play Escape Rope to target your bench. Escape Rope to kill any one of your bench, and then at the last minute pull off a boss to kill like 2 Genesects in a row, and you're dead. So Dyna Barrier is not going to do much for a Genesect deck, but for a Bibarel deck it's going to do a lot because you're playing a full 1 price. They're probably going to run out of their Escape Rope boss by that time. We actually won with Dyna Barrier, and then a last minute Luster Purge against Leafeon VMAX just now, which was actually quite quite a proud moment for me, because Leafeon VMAX is so powerful. I mean, it used to be so powerful. Right now I think it's still quite strong because you have your VSTAR for the IV ability to not just guard your Pokemon with that Leaf Guard, but also for that extra boss or effect. And Max Leaf is going to help you heal as well. You not only get to hit big damage with Grass Knot, you get to heal with the second attack. So Leafeon is quite broken. You have your Snow Leaf Badge to protect it from weakness. You have your Galarmine to do extra damage, Inteleon to get your evolution, stadium, whatever that you need. Greening cells, I mean, that's so strong, isn't it? Gardenia is going to come out the next set. It's going to help out with your grass Pokemons. So you get to attach 2 grass energy from your hand. Draw 2 cards first, and then attach 2 grass energy from your hand to any one of your bench grass type Pokemon, I think. I'm not sure if it's just bench Pokemon or bench grass Pokemon. Because 𝘿𝙚𝓼 actually allows you to attach to any Pokemon, right? And even your active. But if you don't attach energy, if you don't have energy cards in your hand, you can't play 𝘿𝙚𝓼. Whereas with Gardenia, you don't need energy cards to be able to play it. You can draw cards without energies in your hand, and then if you draw energies, you get to attach after that, having no energies prior. So that's the good thing about Gardenia versus 𝘿𝙚𝓼. For those who don't know, that's for the next set, Astro Radiance. Grass Dex is going to be given a huge boost, a facelift, essentially. A mega facelift with Kricketune, HP boost, and Gardenia. Hisuian Litigant VSTAR, the ability. I don't think the ability is that powerful though. Search your deck for 5 in any combination of Pokemon and grass Pokemon and grass energy. And then you get to bench it, Gardenia, I suppose. But, I mean, it doesn't do much. I would just use Lilligant to attack rather than, you know, focus on the ability. I mean, the attack is quite powerful on its own. 230 damage, put an energy card back into your hand. So strong. And you get to do Gardenia every single turn. Just have to, like, Air Balloon switch, that's it. Right? Play nothing but Lilligant and you're gonna win big. 230 is a lot. Air Balloon means you can't play Choice Belt though, so Choice Belt is gonna help you do a knockout much easier. Choice Belt for a 260 kill. 260 kills a lot of V-Stars. Unless they play Arceus or Charizard. Any other V-Star is dead. If they do Leaf Guard though, they can survive. Crystal Star. But Crystal Star is quite worthless actually. You can just escape rope boss and kill off the Glaceon. But same could be said about Leafeon, I suppose. If you escape rope boss, Leaf Guard is not going to do anything as well. But Leaf Guard, you get to do it every single, like, more times though. You get to do more than once. Crystal Star, you only get to do it once. Like, that's the bad thing about Glaceon. I don't know why it's a V-Star. I mean, the attack is trash. The V-Star power is trash. I don't know, it's just horrible. The worst V-Star ever. Okay, they got 2 Urshifus, not evolved. I think they actually have 3 VMAXs in the discard pile. We checked just now. So 3 VMAX discarded. They got 1 prize card remaining, but we actually got our final knockout right here. Finishing it off with a Water Energy and a Red Assist for the final prize draw. So that's it. We won against Urshifu. They did not pull out a single VMAX into play just because they're too afraid of Latias. Look at that. Too afraid of our Dyna Barrier. So they conceded before we did our final knockout because we got greedy and tried to draw everything from the deck as usual. Blissey Madness. Okay. Let's see if we can defeat Blissey Madness with a Pikachu coin. Celebrations. Some people take awful long to flip a coin. I don't know. So leave in the comment section below what's your favorite card for the next set. I think my favorite card would be one of the Hisuians. Or like a radical 1 prize ability. Regigigas is crazy, yo. There's gonna be all the Regis and you get to use the ability to attach from your discard pile any 3 energy cards once during your turn. Every single turn you get to attach energy as long as if you have all Regis in play, which is actually a big demand though. Is quite a huge demand to bench all 6 Pokemon, bench all 5 and have a active that has a different name. So all different basic. 6 different basic Pokemons in play. all Reggies and nothing else for that ability to work. Regigigas. Okay, we got VIP, that's great. We got Fusion Strike Energy. They're playing a Stonjourner. Stonjourner is not good because they are gonna heal like mad. Is a crazy hyper tank deck. Tanking and healing and tanking and healing. With Stone Energy and probably either a full face guard or what's it called again? Big Charm. I'm guessing Big Charm is better. I'm guessing they're playing Big Charm. Maybe they're actually putting both tool cards in the deck and then, you know, choosing whichever to attach whenever they want. When whichever shows up first, they're gonna attach whatever that they have, I suppose. So playing 4 copies, you may not have it inside your hand that early, that easily. So they got a boost shake for the fast evolution so they get to tank from the get-go. You know, passing the first turn, evolving into a VMAX. That means you can't actually kill it throughout the entire game if you don't do more than 300 plus damage. Pulling out the Stone Energy and Big Charm is gonna give them 50 extra boost. So 2 Stone Energy means you need 400 damage to kill off the Stonjourner. 400 damage is virtually impossible unless if you play cards like Rapid Strike Rillaboom or Alcremie to discard cards, or Blissey if you have enough. Blissey is actually weak towards fighting type, but it got Dunsparce to remove the weakness. So if you have that unlimited attacker, that unlimited damage attacker, you can actually somehow prepare for a one-hit knockout instead of trying to kill it with 2 or 3 strikes, or even 5 strikes, 6 strikes. You may need 6 strikes to kill a VMAX, which is ridiculous. So it's better to focus on. We actually got a Marnie, so if we Marnie them, they may get a dead hand. If they get nothing but item cards, they can heal, but you know, they only have that many. They can only heal that many times with those items and that much damage. And then we just need to hit like twice more. If they don't get their supporter cards, they're done. So Marnie is gonna help us here, but we only have 1 copy though. So I don't think we stand a good chance against Stonjourner, to be honest. But we're gonna try our best, definitely. We're gonna Poke-Kit this turn for a 2nd evolution, so we get to do it more times. Do it from the get-go. Okay. Industrious Incisors. We got a Choice Belt. I don't think they can attack the next turn, so let's just do Choice Belt on the active. Red Assist. Prepare it for the attack. Do as much damage as we can, and then, you know, wait for them to heal until like it has like 30 damage or 60 damage remaining. If it has 60 damage remaining and no Stone Energy, we can actually kill it off quite easily, I think. So 60 plus 240. We need like a Choice Belt on the 2nd one, or if they don't kill the active, we just need a Power Tablet. A Power Tablet on the active. Sorry, a Power Tablet plate from our hand. So 270 plus 60 is like 330. If they play Stone or Big Charm, any tool cards, we're done. Lucky Ice Pop. How many bloody hits are they gonna get? Stone Energy, that's bad. 220 damage. How much can they heal? No Cheryl. Okay, that's good. Another Ice Pop. Ooh, that hurts. Another same copy. Okay, discarded. Good. Stone Gift. Oh my god, 120 damage recovery. Look at that. Madness. That's horrible. Okay, we're gonna Marnie them. They did a Skullgirl, and now they have so many cards in their hand. Marnie is gonna help us so much. Let's just do a Marnie, and then Bibarel later. Okay, we got a massive energy attachment this turn. We're gonna red assist twice, blue assist to the bench Latias. We can actually Dyna Barrier and then, you know, force them to waste their heal cards. So, force them to waste their boss. So, Dyna Barrier for the win. We actually have Dyna Barrier to fall back on. Look at that. We got Latias. That means they can't actually do anything. If they have to bench a second Stonjourner to deal with the Latias, they have no choice. Otherwise, they're gonna run out of their heal cards. And then we can just slowly kill it off with our Latios. So Latias is gonna burn out their heal cards, and then they're done. All they can do is heal with Stone Gift, and Stone Gift, you need to attach an energy. If you don't attach an energy, you can't heal 120. So they actually conceded because they saw a Latias, I suppose. I think they're afraid of Latias, or maybe like a one-hit knockout. I don't think we could do it though. We didn't get an energy. I think that was the last Bibarel that we did. So if we got an energy even, we need a choice. We need 2 power tablets just because they have already a stone energy attached. So 1 power tablet is not enough to do a knockout. With our active, we need 2 power tablets. And we only have 2 copies in the deck. I don't think it's that likely for us to draw 2 copies of the item, that specific item, and a water energy at that. So it's quite impossible to pull off a knockout on that turn. But I think they have probably chosen to concede because of Latias. We can actually buy so much turn with that 1 Dyna Barrier. So Marnie means they don't have a boss, probably. And no boss means Latias gets to use Dyna Barrier. I think the better decision would have been to Elisa to both the Latias on the bench just now. Because Dyna Barrier, if we attack with Latios at the last minute, then that would be the smartest decision, right? Wait for them to waste all of their Stone Gift, attach all of their energy, waste all of their Lucky Ice Pops, waste all of their Cheryls and stuff until they have nothing left, and then pull off Luster Purge twice to collect the knockout. But there's always a counter, as I said. They can always bench a Stonjourner and then charge up the bench Stonjourner with a Stone Gift and then kill off the Latias. Or maybe Marnie Sprite to the bench and then Latias switch to kill the Latias. I mean, there's so many things you get to do, like so many different possibilities. Okay, we're gonna do Industrious Incisors and then Ultra Ball for a second Bibarel. They actually did a clutch, so we can't retreat, but we got our evolution to erase the effect. So evolving means you get to remove, and I don't think we're gonna get an energy. So we're just gonna attach to Latias, because Dyna Barrier is gonna block off the VMAX. And Corviknight is probably gonna evolve. Okay. I don't think they need to evolve though, unless if they want to avoid the one-hit knockout. They have no Bronzong, so I don't think it's a Bronzong Cheryl deck. They have a Metagross for free retreat. I'm not sure why though, because Corviknight is already free retreat. I mean, if you retreat with Corviknight, you need switch cards, right? I think Hatterene would make a little bit more sense. Hatterene with the reverse escape rope effect, the ability, which is Rondo, I think. Chilling Rain Hatterene. So they played a Hop, which is the weirdest card to be playing. They got back the boss with the Eldegoss, so that's not good. They could be bossing anything. Excuse the shitty Wi-Fi. It sometimes happens. But um, I'm gonna talk you guys through the game if it happens again. I'm just gonna distract you guys. So they got Metang. There's gonna be a Magnezone for the next set. So Magnezone allows you to look at the top 6 cards of your deck and attach any copy of basic metal energy you find there to your Pokemon in any way you like. I think you only get to attach to your metal type Pokemon. So there's a lot of restrictions now. I'm not sure why there's so much restrictions, but previously you have so much freedom, you know, you get to attach to any of your Pokemon. Now you only get to attach to your bench, you only get to attach basic, like, I don't know, there's a lot of, I don't like the limitations. It's so confining, and you only get to play a certain amount, a certain number of combos. You don't really have that much freedom, and I really, really hate to play games that, you know, that actually screws you over like that. You don't really get to do anything. You don't get to play for fun. So we got Elisa for the finals fusion. I'm pretty sure we have it inside the deck. There we go. We actually have only 3 copies, so it's quite lucky that all of them is inside the deck. None of them showed up in the prize. Got another Elisa. So let's discard our item cards, play the quick ball, and then basically draw an extra 4 cards. I'm actually hoping for a basic psychic so that we get to retreat to discard the psychic energy. Because if we discard, oh, we can't retreat this turn. Oh dear, we can't retreat this turn. We should have attacked with Latias then. We shouldn't have used we shouldn't have attached the energy to Latias. Or we should have at least attacked with Dyna Barrier to, you know, warn them, to basically, what's it called? Prevent them from evolving the Corviknight. So they actually chose to kill the Latios. They can evolve now, actually. Oh, they can't though. If they evolve, we have 2 Latias in play. So now they cannot evolve throughout the entire game until all the Latias is dead. So we got our first Latias. We're gonna get a choice belt with our Raihan. So we have to attach a psychic energy. If we get a choice belt, we can kill it off with 3 strikes. It's still a lot though. Oh, we actually got a Latios. That's surprising. Yeah, training card would help so much. Okay, let's keep the other recycler in our hand. We got the escape rope, too late as usual. We got the choice belt though. Marnie's Pride. We're gonna draw first, and then Dyna Barrier for 100 damage. Not bad. Sky Hurricane. I don't think they can attack with the same. I don't think they can use Sky Hurricane a second time. Twice in a row. So they're gonna need to do a Birdkeeper retreat or retreat switch or something. They did a switch. They're gonna retreat now. That's horrible. Sky Hurricane a second time. So if we don't do a knockout this turn, they can quite easily remove all Latiases, and we're basically screwed. We're so screwed. We're gonna put forth the air balloon. The Pokemon with the air balloon. I think we're just gonna hit it with the Latias. Force it not to evolve. And then kill it off with a last minute Latios. But I don't think we can charge up the Latios on the next turn without our red assist. We got 1 final copy of Latias. And if we attach 2 energies to our Latias right now, we have no room for Latios to attack on the next turn. Let's just shuffle back the energy, and then Industrious Incisor. We played our supporter card, so now we can't do Breeder. We can't remove the Breeder. Okay, we drew another Latios. We're just gonna red assist to the bench. And then escape rope, I suppose. I think we should retreat So let's retreat to the Latios that has no energies and then force them to kill it off so that we get to bench another Latias, I suppose. Okay, 70 damage, Dyna Barrier. Now we just need one more Dyna and they're done. They actually can kill us and we have no means of attacking on the next turn unless if we bench another Latias. So that was actually really good for us though. They chose to boss something else. Oh, they did a clutch, so now we're stuck in the active spot, but we got our evolution, we got our escape rope, so we can remove the boss's effect quite easily. Escape rope alone is gonna help us. So let's do escape rope boss to kill off the same Corviknight. And now they're down to Steelix and Metagross. Is it Metagross or Metagross? I think it's Metagross. Okay. They gave us a Steelix, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna boss and kill off this bloody Corviknight, which is staying in play for so many turns. Finally, it's leaving the field. Okay, they conceded. We won against Corviknight. No VMAX. They got it in their hand, but they chose not to evolve. And then we played a Marnie. Now it's at the bottom. So the next few gameplays will be silent. I'll leave you guys to focus on the game. This one will be up against Salamence VMAX. The next one is Gardevoir VMAX. After that, we have Salazzle Butterfree. And the final gameplay will be up against Blaziken VMAX. So that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Have a great day and bye for now, lovely people. Enjoy your life. you.